Hi and welcome. I'm Denis and this is English grammar point lesson about the present simple tense. The present simple tense is the most common and basic tense in English grammar. In this lesson, we are going to talk about main usage of the present simple tense. There are 5 main situations in which we should use the present simple tense. Well, let's take a look at the list. We should use the present simple tense when we talk about general facts about the world, our habits and routines, permanent situations, the situations which are not going to change. When we talk about states and we use stative verbs, and when we talk about near future, mostly in spoken English. So let's take a closer look at these situations. First of all, we should use the present simple tense when we talk about general facts about the world. For example, birds fly. Pigs don't fly. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Plants need water. Moscow is the capital of Russia. 2 plus 2 equals 4. These are types of situations which are never going to change, usually. So, let's move on. We should use the present simple tense when we talk about our habits and routines. The things that we do every day, every week, every month, every year, and so on. For example, I drink coffee every morning. Stan goes to gym every week. Natalie goes to school every day. Please pay attention. When the subject of the sentence is I, you, we, they, or a plural noun, we should use the infinitive of the verb, the base form of the verb without to. For example, I drink coffee every morning. We cook dinner together very often. They go to school every day. In case when the subject of the sentence is he, she, it, or any singular noun, we should use the base form of the verb plus s or es at the end of the verb. For example, he always eats cookies for breakfast. She usually washes her clothes each Friday. He worries about money very often. My dog walks in the nearest park every morning. Please notice that in case when at the end of the verb we have a consonant plus y, for example, fly, try, worry, study, we should add ies instead of y in the present simple tense when the subject is he, she, it, or any singular nouns. Well, let's move on to the third case of using the present simple tense in English sentences. Permanent situations. These are situations which are not going to change in future, usually. For example, he lives in Russia. This is not a temporary situation. this is situation that is not going to change in the future. Let's take a look at a few more examples. I work as an engineer, and it's not going to change. I shouldn't say I am working as an engineer, because in this case, it makes the situation temporary. Let's move on. Our company produces toilet paper, and this is general fact about our company. This is not going to change in the future. Our company produces toilet paper. Daniela speaks English very well. This is a general fact about Daniela's skills. Dennis does not speak English very well. It's a general fact about Dennis' personality. And hopefully, in the future, this situation about Dennis going to change. But now, this is a simple general fact about his skills. Please notice that in the negative sentences with the present simple tense, we should use the helping or auxiliary verb do. For example, I do not watch TV very often, or I don't watch TV very often. She doesn't have a sister. He doesn't eat raw vegetables. They don't like each other. Please pay attention that the S ending move from the main verb in the sentence to the auxiliary verb in the sentence. For the questions in the present simple tense, we also should use the auxiliary verb do, and we should switch the auxiliary verb do and the subject of the sentence. For example, do you like pizza? And the possible answer, yes, I do. Pizza is my favorite food. Does she goes to the gym? And the possible answer, yes, she does. She goes to the gym every week. Does he work as a teacher? No, he does not. He works as an engineer. Does this kitten drink milk? Yes, it does. It likes milk. Please pay attention to the special case of the verb to be. The verb to be has two important differences from the other verbs in present simple tense. First, the verb to be has three forms depending on subject in the sentences. I am. You, we, they are. It, he, she is. For example, I'm Dennis. I'm an engineer. I'm a non-native speaker. Usually we can short I am to I'm, you are or we are or they are to you're, we're, there, he is, she is, and it is to his, she's, and its. For example, I'm Dennis. I'm an engineer. I'm a non-native English speaker. You are a very good person. You are my subscriber. Hopefully, we are the community of Danish English Journal. They are very intelligent people. He's a boxer. She's an actress. It's very cold outside. The second feature of the verb to be in the present simple tense is that the verb to be is a very strong verb. It doesn't need any auxiliary verb. So, in the negative sentences in the present simple tense, in which the verb to be is a main verb of the sentence, we should just add not after the verb to be. For example, I'm not a woman, obviously. She's not a native English speaker. He's not a doctor. We are not dinosaurs. We are people. They're not very intelligent. And so on. For making questions with the main verb to be in the present simple tense, we should set our main verb, one of the form of the verb to be, at the start of the sentence. For example, am I a teacher? No, I am an engineer. Is she a doctor? No, she is a teacher. Are you my subscriber? I hope so. Are they kind and intelligent? No, they are very rude. Well, let's move on to the fourth type of situations in which we should use the present simple tense. We should use the present simple tense when we talk about states or conditions and when we use so-called stative verbs. What's the difference between active verbs and stative verbs? Well, the difference is the active verbs shows real physical activities. For example, I drink tea. I climb the mountain. I wipe my floor every morning. It's not true, actually. We use the stative verbs when we talk about our conditions or, for example, our likes or dislikes, such as like, hate, prefer, love, and our senses: feel, see, hear, taste, smell. Verbs of possession of relations are also state verbs. For example, have, own, possess, belong, and others. So there are many stative verbs, and we don't use normally the stative verbs in continuous or progressive form. So we don't normally say I'm wanting something. For example, I'm wanting ice cream or I'm wanting some coffee. That's not correct. Even though, let's say, I want coffee right now, I use the present simple tense. I want coffee. I want ice cream. I want both ice cream and coffee. Another example. I have a younger sister. That's true. Siberia belongs to Russia. These flowers smell good. This hamburger tastes awful. Well, sometimes we can use the stative verbs in continuous form, but usually in informal situation. For example, McDonald's use "I'm loving it" as a slogan. So for now, just remember as a general rule that the stative verbs normally use in the present simple tense. Some examples of negative sentences and questions using stative verbs. Do you want some coffee? No, thanks. I don't want coffee now. Does she have a brother? No, she doesn't have a brother. Do they hear you? No, they don't hear me. Does your dog like this ball? No, it doesn't like this ball. So the final situation when we can use the present simple tense is the situation when we talk about the near future. Yes, it can be a little confusing, but it's possible to do that, and the native English speakers often do that. We can use the present simple tense, especially in spoken English, when we talk about situations that will happen soon. For example, Lisa arrives at 6 o'clock. I have a job interview tomorrow. My work starts soon. My new neighbors move in tomorrow. So, in this lesson, we learned 5 uses of a present simple tense. First, general facts about the world. Birds fly, pigs don't fly. Do pigs fly? No, pigs don't fly. Second, regular habits and routines. I drink coffee every morning. Do I drink tea every morning? No, I drink coffee every morning. Third, permanent situations. Daniel lives in Arizona. Does Daniel live in Russia? No, Daniel lives in Arizona. 4. Stative verbs. Maria likes Daniel. Does Maria like Dennis? No, Maria likes Daniel. And 5. Informal using for the near future. Lisa arrives at 6 p.m. Does Lisa arrive at 5 p.m.? No, Lisa arrives at 6 p.m. I hope this grammar point lesson was useful for you. If so, please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you in the next English speaking video. Bye! Hi guys, my name is Dennis, and this is my another English grammar point lesson. And today we are gonna talk about the present continuous tense. So, the present continuous tense, or some people may call it present progressive tense, one of the most common and simplest tenses of English language. Usually, we use the present continuous tense when we are talking about events and actions that are happening right now. For example, I'm making my English video. You are watching the English grammar lesson. I'm drinking tea right now. I'm peeling a banana right now. Let's take a look at the structure of English present continuous tense. So, we have a subject of a sentence, we have a verb to be depending on the subject, plus verb, main verb in its base form, plus ing ending. So, for example, I am lifting my cup. I am eating this banana. I am speaking English right now. At least I'm trying to speak English right now. You are watching my English speaking video. So, the basic and most common using of English present continuous tense is actions, physical actions that that are happening right now. So let's take a look at the examples. I'm explaining the present continuous tense. You are watching this video. She is flying to Mexico, for example. He is swimming in the pool. They are feeding monkeys at the zoo. All these actions are temporary. They are happening right now. Those are physical actions that happening right now. Let's move on. The second usage of the present continuous tense is when we are talking about actions that happening around now. Around now. Let's take a look at the examples. For example, I'm making videos about English speaking fluency. I'm not making video like this right now. Right now, I'm recording my video about English grammar point. But nowadays, recently, around now, I'm making the videos about English fluency. So let's take a look at some more examples. He's writing a new book. Maybe he isn't writing his book right now. Maybe right now he's actually taking a shower. But around now, maybe last few months or maybe last 2 years, he is writing his new book. And we know about that. So let's move on. She is trying to find a new job. This is happening around now, maybe for the last 2 or 3 months. She is trying to find a new job. This is a repeated action that happens around now. They are working on their new project. They are working on their new project. Maybe this is their job, and maybe for the last few months or few years they are working. The third usage of the present continuous tense, quite similar to the previous usage, is when we are talking about temporary conditions or temporary states. For example, I'm living in this rented apartment. This is not a permanent situation. This is a temporary situation. I'm living in this apartment maybe for 1 month, and I'm going to live in this apartment maybe for 2 or 3 months, and then I'm going to leave this apartment and moved in another apartment or another house. So this is a temporary situation that are happening around now. We are staying at a hotel. This is, one more time, not a permanent situation. This is a temporary situation. We are staying at a hotel maybe for 2 weeks or maybe for 2 days, and then we are going to move on. So we are staying at a hotel. He is dating one of my good friends. So I believe this is a temporary situation. So I use the present continuous tense now. She is working as a waitress now. So it's a temporary situation as well. She's gonna change her job maybe after few months of being waitress. So we use the present continuous tense. The fourth usage of the present continuous tense is trends, situations where something tends to change. For example, the prices of houses are increasing. These situations is happening now. The prices are increasing. Maybe in the future the prices of houses going to decrease. But now the prices are increasing. So this is the present continuous tense as well. And one more example, people are wearing homemade face masks now. This is an actual example, and uh, it relates to a recent situation in the world. The fifth usage of the present continuous tense is the situation when we are talking about repeated behavior. And normally, usually, this is the situation in which somebody's behavior is annoying us. For example, he is always complaining. It's annoying. It's always raining over here. They're always making so much noise. As you can see, we usually use words like always, constantly, and something like that when we use the present continuous tense in these situations. But sometimes it may be about a positive behavior too. For example, she's constantly feeding stray dogs in the streets. So all the previous examples refer to actions that are happening now or around now. But we can, and actually we often use the present continuous tense in situations when we are talking about the future plans, the future actions, and the future physical activities. For example, she is flying to Brazil next month. She isn't flying to Brazil right now. She's at home right now. But she knows that the next month she is going to fly to Brazil, and she probably have a ticket. She probably have a plan about it, and she is sure about this situation. So we can talk about her flight to Brazil next month using the present continuous tense. She is flying to Brazil next month. If we said she is flying to Brazil and that's all, it would mean that she is flying to Brazil right now. Right now, she is on the board of the plane. But she is flying to Brazil not right now. She's flying to Brazil next month. I'm recording a video about English speaking fluency in 3 days. I've decided to do it. I know this is gonna happen, and I can use the present continuous tense. He's meeting his former classmates tonight. So we can And actually, we should sometimes use the present continuous tense when we are speaking about situations in future. So for the final point of this lesson, let's take a look at some examples of negative sentences and questions using the present continuous tense. The structure of negative sentences using present continuous tense is subject plus verb to be plus not plus main verb plus ing form. For example, I'm not drinking tea right now. My mug is on the table. I'm not drinking tea right now. I drink tea maybe a few times per day, but right now I am not drinking my tea. You are not sleeping right now. Actually, you are listening to my video, aren't you? He's not swimming in the pool right now. His pool is getting cleaned. She is not cooking spaghetti for dinner. She's cooking, I don't know, maybe she's cooking mashed potato for dinner right now. The structure of questions using the present continuous tense is also pretty simple. We just should switch a subject of our sentence and the verb to be. Let's take a look at some examples. Are you sleeping? I hope you aren't. Am I wearing my blue striped t-shirt? No, I'm wearing my black t-shirt with thank you phrase on it. Is he writing a new book? Yes, he is. This book gonna be amazing. Are they staying at the Four Seasons Hotel? Yes, they are, but it's only for 1 week. So in this lesson, we learned 6 main usings of the present continuous tense. Let's remember them. First, physical actions that are happening right now. I'm peeling a banana. I'm drinking tea, and so on. You are watching my video. Second, repeated actions that are happening around now for some continuous time. For example, he's writing his new book. She's working on her new project. Third usage. Temporary situations. Situations or conditions that are not permanent. For example, you are living at a hotel right now, maybe for a few months. They are working at a farm near the city. This is temporary situations. 5. When we talk about a repeated behavior, usually annoying behavior, for example, she's always making so much noise. It's annoying me. They are nagging and complaining all the time. And finally, the sixth usage of the present continuous tense is when we talk about the future, and usually when we talk about strong plans and ideas in the future. For example, I'm going to Canada next year. I know that I'm for sure going to Canada, but it will happen only next year, not right now. He is buying a new house next month. She's moving in a new apartment next week, and so on. I really hope this lesson was useful for you. If so, please do click the like button and subscribe to my channel. The button is right here. It's really helps to produce a new content and to develop my project. Thank you all guys for watching, and bye bye for now.